Well, I'd like to start showing this cartoon. Can you see any type of inadequate behavior or something similar? Yes, right? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about today. My name is Eduarda Coelho, and I'm going to talk about conservative parents. So, I'm going to talk about signals that you are conservative, how to deal with that, consequences, and how to not to be conservative. First, signals that you are conservative. If you invade their privacy, if you get into your son's bedroom without knocking, or you try to verify their messages, or you try to get into their phones without alerting them, those are some things that conservative parents do. Or when they are already an adult and you just get into their houses without alerting them. This is another thing that conservative parents do. And a famous phrase that every conservative parent say, that is, there is no secret between us. Actually, it's good to have some secrets between you two. Like, you should tell what is happening in your life, but you don't have to tell everything about it. 2. Manage their life. If you like to opine about everything, for example, I know what is the best for you, like do it, don't eat this, eat this. This is basically you are opining about everything and you are controlling your son. It's good to give advices to your children, but there is a limit and you can decide and opine about everything they do. You should help them and not control them. 3. Psychological blackmail. Psychological blackmail is basically a comparison that you do with other people, for example, cousins, siblings, or friends. And some threats that you do, for example, if you do this, I'll like you less, or if you do this, I'll do this. Those are some threats. And 4. Friends and lovers are your rivals. If you think that if your son or daughter get a boyfriend or girlfriend, you think this is not good to them, and you try to point out the fact on them so your children won't like them, those are another things that conservative parents do. And you say which people they should talk and be friends with. How to deal with that? First, trust. The parents should trust your children, and the children should trust the parents. But for that, how to get their trust? First, don't drink too much. If you go to a party or you go out with some friends, don't just drink too much and get drunk. Don't get into your house drunk. This will show your parents that you don't have responsibilities and you are not mature enough. Second, show them that you can deal with your life. This is another thing to show them that you are mature enough to be an adult. You can deal with your life. You can do your works and things that you have to do in your life. Show them this. And 3, responsibility. For example, don't forget your stuffs for example, in the mall or in your school. Don't get into fights and don't break their trust. Silence and understanding. Try to avoid fights. For example, if you're talking to your parents, like if you want to go to a party, don't just fight with them. Talk with them calmly, especially when they are not angry, and let them think about it. Here again, talk with them in a calm occasion, when they are calm and not angry. Be honest with them, don't lie to them because they will figure it out that you are lying. And 3, be calm, don't fight or scream with them. Try to be really calmly and talk really easily with them. Those are some steps that you can do to have a really nice relationship with your parents. First, recognize their side. Try to see why are they thinking on that and try to recognize their points. Second, set your goals. It's really important to you to see what do you want and why do you want this. 3, you are not a child anymore. As I said before, it's really important to be a mature person and with responsibility. 4, check your own defects. This is also a part of being a mature person. And 5, do agreement with them. As I said before, don't fight with them and talk with them really calmly. Consequences. Your son can get really incompetent and have some difficulty to relate to other people. For example, they can do some works of school and they can't talk with other people, being really not socializable. Second, depression and anxiety. Your son can get these two things, and if here's a recommendation, if they get this, take them to a doctor because they need it. 3. Bullying. Your son can get bullied or can do bullying. They can become a really aggressive people and do bullying with others. How not to be conservative. First, don't invade their privacy. As I said before, don't just get into their phones. Try to talk with them and don't invade their privacy. Second, trust them. Trust is a really important thing in a relationship of parent and child. 3. Support them. In everything they are doing, of course, you should say what is good and what is not, but try to support them and think about their goals. And 4. Don't compare them with other people. Well, that's it. I hope you all like it. Thank you.